So I had a female friend of mine contact me about an hour ago, and she says she has given up her corn life. And I told her a long time ago, I said, PORN is not nothing you want to attach your face to. It is something for behind closed doors. Because one day you're going to get tired of it, you know. And this is a popular lady, and her name is not important. That's not important because I'm a person who believes it's no need to name names. That's something real childish. There's a more mature point to be made here. Any time you do bedroom activities, it's just supposed to be for fun. Even if you think that you're trying to make a business out of it, you need to be to escape back to your real life, because at the end of the day, this whole corn thing is about shaming. It's about shaming. uh this is why people try to expose people real names and all this type of stuff, and it's like, don't even do it. Just do it behind closed doors. Do it, you know where it's a controlled situation, because one day you're gonna get tired of it. um or you're gonna get very old, and when your opportunities financially dry up, uh, you become regretful. You become angry, but you didn't have to put your face out there for the world. You feel me? So I'm gonna tell you how you interact with sexual females versus the dating world. I haven't been. I've had four great relationships. I haven't had a need to be part of the dating world. And one of the reasons I haven't had a need to be part of the dating world because I was always getting bedroom activity from older women. One of the keys you need to know if you're trying to attract sexual females, women who just want to have bedroom activities and they don't really want a relationship, you need to understand you can't be overly talkative about her choice to just want to call you for pipe. I think one of the things that amazes me about dudes when they try to interact with women who are just sexual, dudes don't know how to be smooth about it. Dudes don't know how to play by the rules. You can tell that they brand new to it, right? You could tell that you just started doing this at 25, or you just really started getting women at 30. A lot of guys try to pretend they always been getting women. I have been dating older women since I was 13. Now I know that sounds creepy to you, but the point is, by the time I hit 16, I wasn't really fascinated with vagina because I was getting it. And it was all because I got my first car at 13. At 13, I can drive where I want to, go where I want to. It wasn't no big thing. Now, I grew up at a different time too. Like, you know, you can get your money and you can turn into whatever you turn into. But I always liked Napoleon. And I always liked the fact that Napoleon was out of there and gone by 14 years old. The reason I make these videos about this sex daddy thing is to just show you that there's another world away from dating women. You can be in a relationship where you just have sex with women and women have sex with you, and you guys are just cool friends. You're not trying to have a talkative camaraderie. But here's the first step: don't have sex if you are trying to do it to feel respected. Don't don't do that. And this is the mistake a lot of dudes are making. This is why a lot of dudes are getting stressed out when they can't have access. Some of you guys need sex so you can feel like a king. You should be able to, I mean, the first time I did this, it was amazing to even me myself. I was at Club Nikki in Atlanta. Club Nikki no longer is around anymore. But I'm around all these naked women, and I'm not stressing about none of it. It looks beautiful, but I'm not stressing about it. I'm not tipping. I'm not buying dances because I got this in my real life. So it's not even a braggadocious thing. The thing you got to understand about getting your life different, you got to create this in your real life. Okay. So, number one, do not use sex as a way to feel respected. Because you get a lot of dudes who say, hey, I want her to like me. That means you want to be respected. You don't really want sex. Well, I want to feel appreciated. It doesn't really mean that you want sex. You want somebody to tell you you're Hercules. Hercules. That's totally different. Sex is way less than all that. Sex is just temporary bedroom activity. So evaluate who you are as a dude. Do you need it or do you just want it? Because when you step into a world of porn stars, sugar babies, snow bunnies, and black BDSM. It's a lot of black women that like to be spanked, a lot of black women that like to be tied up. You're not in these environments for for justification. You know, that's Sally. Sally likes red rope around her breasts. That's Tisha. Tisha likes the Japanese tie-up action. Um, Here go Cynthia. She don't like none of that. She just like to be dominated and spanked. You got to understand, sex is just sex. It's not a relationship. And you get people who get involved in sex, and you divorce your person you with because you want to go down deeper into the sex thing. You try to make a business, and I'm telling you, everybody has failed. Everybody has failed because it was never meant to be something where you're supposed to seek out appreciation. It's not the point. There's so many porn stars that I've known from not Janet Jack Me, but Angel. There was another lady I can't remember, Nina Bonet or something. They all living in trailer parks now. They all living in trailers. The money's ran out. Can't go get a job because their face is attached to anything that HR is going to pull up, and all for nothing. There's another lady that I know. She made a lot of home videos with her and her husband. Her husband passed away. Now she's trying to live the granny life. But guess what? All that stuff is attached. There was another lady, I can't remember her name, but I remember something like her real name was something like Lisa. I can't remember her shooting name. But she tried to go get a job as at a cafeteria server because she couldn't find no work nowhere else. She lost that one too. You got to understand, you cannot do bedroom activity for the world. It has to just be something that you enjoy doing. All right. So this is the first thing you got to understand when you're going to interact with with these type of activities. I can point you to orgies. I can point you to uh, there's something on FetLife that constantly sends me in San Jose. They're constantly trying to get me to come to a orgy, right? It is Latinas, Filipinas, and they're on the thicker side. So like 5'4", 160, and they're nice looking ladies. They love to give BJs and what have you. I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. And so what I'm trying to say to you, man, you have to decide who you are when it comes to this world, because you're gonna get in there, do what you do for a year or two, and maybe on the fifth year, like, this you be like what was that guy's name? I forgot, but he quit and started making erection pills, natural erection pills, because Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp quit and started making erection pills because you grow out of this thing called sex. Sex is just supposed to be for the play. So one of the number one things and how to attract these type of women, you have to be chill. You cannot be talkative. You Because they get that they get that from other guys. Women want to be able to chill. Your conversation is smooth because they're not getting that in their regular world. They're not. People are stressing off their breasts. People are stressing off having quick access to their vagina. And then you got to act like you're a little selective about who you're going to give your pipe to. That makes them like you more also. Because, in this world of fet or sex or bedroom activity, these women want a great space. So here's another thing that you do. Make sure you got four hotels that you like. Four hotels that you like, and go check out these different rooms. For example, like I love a Best Western room, uh, the double bed room, or the Best Western room with the large oval tub. My second option is the home two rooms. I like those, and there's a couple of specialty rooms off the freeway that I like. Why do I say that? Because women who love bedroom activity, they want to have access to you, but you don't need to be bringing them to your house. I don't care if you live alone. You don't need them coming to your house. You got money. These rooms cost $150, $140, sometimes $80, sometimes $120. Go get you a room, man. Go have fun with the lady. That's her little safe space. You don't know if somebody's driving to see where that lady's going. You don't know if she's being followed. You don't know none of that, bro. You don't know none of that. And you gotta be a smooth dude when you out here interacting. You gotta be a smooth dude. So rule number one, find you a couple of hotels or whatever, and then start searching for some of these sexual women. They're on the sites, they're on all these different type of places. And when you find one, tell her what your rules are. Hey, we can get down, we can have some bedroom activity, but this is not a boyfriend situation. Um, I'm not the person you call if you're getting evicted. If you're short on this, I'm not that person. This is not what this is. You gotta be stern about. Don't be. Women always rely on the fact that you're overly pressed to get her box. That's what women's secret power is. They know that most guys are overly impressed to get her box. I actually had a lady spaz out on me, a amateur corn star, spaz out on me because she left me a DM and she was very. I could tell the type of dude she been dealing with is very confrontational. Like, uh, uh, I want to show you. I want to prove to you. Yes, no, I'm good. I got my situation going on. I'm good. And then she became very aggressive about it. And then I interacted with another very popular amateur corn lady, where, and she's out of Illinois. That's all I'll tell you. We had a very good conversation. She's looking for another steady pipe to add to the people that she interact with. That's how you want it. You want everything to be smooth and chilled and easy. You want everything to be smooth, chill, and easy. This is why people be thinking I'm capping. This is why people be thinking I'm lying. One of my friends was like, maybe you should get a girl and chill out. Man, I've been there, done that. I've had 4 great relationships. For the past 15 years, I just been out slanging pipe, having fun. Meet, go dancing, get a great BJ, shake hands, give a hug, go back to work. You know, the weekend, fly out, go to darn Utah, Wyoming, connect with another young lady, have a great hotel time, enjoy the city. That's how I've been living. And it's such a peaceful mindset, man. It's such a peaceful mindset. No, I don't fly women out. I do not pay for women's plane tickets. I don't even know what that conversation is like. I need things to be to my benefit. And I'm real smooth about it. And this is why I try to tell you guys, you gotta be smooth about this stuff. You will get more women if you're chill. You will get more women if you have a great space that women can come to. That's the secret, man. You gotta have a great space. You gotta have a great space. And the relationship thing is very different. You should never mix sex with the relationship, meaning that if all you really want is sex, bro, because I see some of these dudes with very terrible looking women, and I can tell they don't really want to be with the women, but they want sex. I mean, some women look very sloppy, and you're looking at a dude who is dressed somewhat well. Not, maybe he's a dude with a hoodie and some jeans, but he's dressed well. And then you look at his girl, and she's just like, ugh. I don't blame the girl. I blame him. I blame him for not having no standards. So if you out there listening, man, look, all you got to do is evaluate yourself. I don't care if you got a belly. I don't care if you're not attractive. Go get a blazer. Go get a blazer. Learn how to dance. And you will interact with women you've never interacted before, even black women. But you got to put yourself in a different caliber, man. You got to get away from the people who are talking a lot. I don't like being around people who just talk and talk and talk, just go in a circle. I walk away. I want to be around the people that are chilling, the people who want to, have rendezvous, the ladies who want to sit up here and do something, something cool. And, I remember this one lady, uh, I met her on Clubhouse. She was in Jersey. I remember she said to me, I just want to get money together. We ain't even got to get married or have a relationship. I just want to get some pipe and let's get money together. I seriously considered moving out to Jersey because it's a great situation, but I didn't want to be up underneath nobody else's situation, because I got my own. So, but yeah, I thought about it. I said, man, that would be so great. Hey, look, I, I she's not my girlfriend. We just friends. I don't care if you out there piping and look. And then when I need, cool. But I had something like that before in Georgia, and the lady caught feelings, and that's another the reason I turned it down because the lady caught feelings when I was out doing my thing because she couldn't keep up. She heard girls moaning in the room, and she was wondering why she wasn't getting the pipe. We friends, baby girl. I thought this was understood. You know what I'm saying? I remember this was my first year of college too. I was like, I thought, and she was older than me too. And I'm like, she was older with a kid, and I'm like, you are tripping. And she was just catching feelings. So this is stuff is easy to do, man. It's not really that hard, but you got to have the mentality of a guy that you don't need sex to feel respected. There's a lot of guys that need sex to feel respected. Now, next time I do a video on this sex daddy thing, because I do other videos about manhood and dating, what have you. But next time I do one of these videos, I'm going to share with you how um, I was at Barry's in Oakland when I was very young, but only because I was able to afford to go. And then I've always been a wrestler and had a wrestler build. So, I had the wrestler physique, money, my own car. Nobody questioned when I went to the spot. But one of the things you can learn is that you got to put yourself in a very chill mindset, a very chill mindset. No stress, no drama. Got to just be chill. All right. And like I said, my friend, well, can't call her my friend, a lady that I'm aware of, she says she's quitting corn. She's not doing any corn. She's going to Jesus. And a lot of people do that. But I had told her a long time ago when I visited her in Texas, like over 15 years ago, I said, you don't really need to put your face into all of this stuff if all you want is the money. But now that she got the money, she's divorced, all this type of stuff. Now you realizing it's not worth it. And she wants to live a normal life. Well, that's how it should have been from the beginning. Because like I said, if you guys got to decide whether you want to be in a date and have a woman tell you that you're Hercules and you're special and you're appreciated. That's different. You cannot mix that with sex. And so many of you guys are trying to get the sex when in actuality, you don't want the sex. You want to be told that you're the greatest human being walking the earth. You got to decide which one is it. Because if it's about sex, then you're okay with just having sex. And it's totally different. All right, you guys have a great one. Enjoy your night, man. Be at peace, man. Be at peace. Much love. We'll be talking to you soon.